Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video, I am going to be completing the upgraded version of this little ring bowl swedge or forming stake swedge that I made in a previous video. Now, if you want to take and see that video, it'll be linked right up here on screen. You can go check that out, how I made this portion of it, and it'll also be in the description down below. So what I've basically done is I've taken a piece of 1/4 inch mild steel plate, cut around in the exact diameter that I needed to take and weld and put a nice gusset or a facet on the weld. So it's just a piece of 1/4 inch plate that fit mostly the interior of this ring and then welded, just have a nice fillet weld all the way around the piece. So this is where I said that this will be the upgraded version, and this will give you an actual forming dish that you can hammer stuff up against, which has some advantages and some disadvantages. The disadvantages to this is the fact that you don't get the full depth like what you have here in this ring, but the advantage is that you can strike your copper work or your metal work up against something, so you've kind of got a solid register on the hammer blow whenever it hits the bottom of that material, so you know you're keeping a consistent curve, as where this you're just forming it into open space. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat this whole piece up, and you want to weld it first. You want to make sure you weld that in really good and solid first, and then you'll heat the whole thing back up. Now I'm going to get this hot, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the giveaway that I'm doing on this item. Now if you're watching in the future, you've probably missed the giveaway, but it's going till the end of March 2019 as of the recording of this video, and I will be taking and giving this away to anybody who goes over to our website, blacksmithpdfs.com. The link for that will be in the description down below. This is a giveaway. You'll get your name in the hat or put in for the drawing for this at the end of March. So the way that'll work is if you either download a free template or free plan that we have listed on our website, or if you purchase a digital download from us, your name will be entered into the hat for the drawing of this. Again, no purchase necessary. You can just go to the free template section and just buy up, or just get, I call it buying, but basically download some free templates, and this will get you entered to win. And at the recording of this video, there's still plenty of time for you to do that, and we hope that you will. We've chosen to go this route because it is a nice, easy way for us to collect your information. So this way, when you win, we just send you a quick email that you won, and we can just ship the item out to you. We will do an official drawing for this bowl thing, and we might just do that in a live stream format. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little jingly bell for notifications if you haven't done that yet. That is also a great way of supporting this channel. We put out videos for free here on YouTube. We don't make anything except for off of the AdSense. Whenever you happen to watch a video, we make about a half a penny, about half a penny maybe per, I would say every 100 views or so is about what it converts out to. So it's not really a whole bunch here, and it does take quite a bit of money to do this long term with the amount of equipment we get. And so every dollar of support that we do receive goes into making better and better content. The microphone you're listening to, this is from our sponsors, which is you all, right there in the comment section. And you can comment down in the comment section saying, Christ Center Ironworks sponsor, or I am a sponsor of Christ Center Ironworks. And, we can just keep that going in the videos, because we do greatly appreciate each and every last one of you out there, all of our dedicated subscribers who share these videos around. That is a great way of supporting this channel too, because we get more views and watch time, and that always helps out. And we're just very thankful to you for that. All right, enough of me waffling on. before I get all choked up and all gooey on you for the day, we're gonna get after this thing. So I've got this piece in here, and what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to heat up that 1/4 inch plate. Now that's going to heat up a lot quicker and faster. Well, just quicker is a better way of saying it. That will heat up a lot faster than the outside 1 inch diameter ring. And so that is we're going to play that to our advantage. What that'll allow that to do is that ring to hold its shape while we form the center depression. The way we're going to be doing that is we may have to use this, but the preferred method is to use just a wooden mallet of any sort of description. You want to just have somewhat of a curve to it and be able to fit in the bowl. This is a little bit too big, so we may have to actually form it with this steel rounded face hammer. Now, you want to be careful that you don't leave a bunch of unintended hammer marks. It's really easy to leave a bunch of hammer marks into a piece like this, and then you have to grind those out later. So if you can, try to find a wooden mallet or something that you can drive that center down without adding a bunch of hammer marks to the piece. So we're getting there slow but sure. It's almost up to heat. I'm just going to let this video play straight through without any edits or jump scenes or anything like that, just because it's going to be very quick once we go to forming. Now, you might have noticed I did not show the welding process. That's because I'm not about to wreck a $2,000 camera because I'm busy watching some welding happens. What happens is with those flashes of lights that come off of the welding, it actually damages your camera sensor. So I'm not going to be showing the welding this up. It goes much like you imagine. Bzz, 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 bzz. Sparky, 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 sparky. So there you go. There's your demonstration of it welding. I know that'll grind some people's gears, but I'm okay with that. I want to keep this camera going as long as I can, so I don't have to spend another $2,000. Okay, so we got this piece nice and hot. As you can see, the center is nice and hot, but the outside's not. Drop that in the swedge, and let's see if we can do it with the mallet first. And you know what? That mallet's working out pretty darn good. Now I'm going to heat this whole thing back up. We've got a good depression there. We'll throw it back in the forge once again, and we'll drive that down some more. Wood mallet's working pretty good. That makes me happy. I was worried that that wooden mallet wouldn't work out very well. So we won't need this. We won't need the rounded hammer at all right now. So we'll put that back up on the rack. But we will maybe have to use a much smaller wooden mallet. But we'll play that by ear. So a quick tip, if you're working on something like this, if you keep it nice and hot and you don't let it cool down to just completely back to cold or a black heat, you can be much more efficient in your work. It won't take as long to heat this piece back up as it did from being just flat out cold. Get this good and hot here, crank on here. You want to make sure to get that ring really good and insulated all the way around with some Coke. So this way you don't lose too much heat transfer off the piece. And I think we're there. Okay. Drop that down and on. Good to go. Use the smaller mallet to drive that center down a lot further. Now we're going to do the larger one. So what this is doing for us is this is taking the small hammer, is driving the center down a lot further, okay? And then what the larger hammer is it's cleaning up any of those small hammer blows. So there we have it. We've got a nice dish going on there. I'm going to take one more heat on this and take it that rest that way. And then we'll be doing pretty good. So again, if you want to get entered to win this bowl swedge that is actually open worldwide, I don't know if I mentioned that before, but this is open as a global thing, so no matter where you live on the planet, we will ship it to you, but you will have to handle custom duties or anything, you know, on your end to pick it up. We will pay the shipping and whatever we have to cover on our end to get this bowl swedge to you. It will fit inside of a 1-inch hardy hole or 3/4. You can always shape it down if you need to make it fit the diameter hole that you need to in your hardy block. But all you have to do is go over at any point in time over to blacksmithpds.com before the end of March here, 2019, and get entered to win. Also, just a real quick mention, a while ago, I'll put the video link right here. I did a video where I showed a bunch of templates, like how you can use templates to help save time to cut out stuff, and that was a fairly popular video. But I had posed something, would it be worth the time of me taking and getting the collective of the templates that I have used over the last decade or so and compiling them into one download, and if it would be worth $3 to people. And everybody said yes, it would. For the most part, it was an overwhelmingly good response. So I do have that template bundle finally done, and you can go check that out. If you purchase that, that gets you entered in to win. If you just get a free download or free template, that'll get you entered to win as well. There are, however, templates, a bunch of them, and I do mean a bunch of them. There's a scad of templates that are in that bundle that aren't for free, so that might be a great option for you, depending on where you're at and whatever your needs are for templates right now at this moment in time. So we do one last forging on this, using the mallet. And there we go. So now if you want to see how well that you actually did, now you can flip it upside down and take a look at the bottom. If the bottom has a really nice dome to it, then you've got a nice dome in the pan portion of it. And so this is basically ready to go. The last bit that you'll want to do is wire wheel this really heavily, clean it up, polish it up as much as you like, and then you'll be good to go. You'll be able to make tons and tons of bowls out of this. This depression, this shape, obviously it doesn't have the depth, but what you can do is now you have a solid register to register against the hammer blows, and as you form a sheet, you can form sheets of copper, and I've done so in a similar block about this dimensions here. I've been able to form bowls up to 3 foot in diameter, all out of a single depression like this, so it can be very, very handy. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up for hopefully its new owner someday here real soon, and I'll let you guys get back to whatever you're doing for the day. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for all of your support. God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.